Shalom and welcome back, everybody. Adam Fishman here, American Friends of Likud, here at the exhibition grounds in Tel Aviv, just north of Tel Aviv, with the Likud. As you can see behind us, the party is continuing on election night. With us here tonight, right now, is a good friend, Jason Perelman. Jason has been involved in Likud and Beiteinu, actually, this past election, and was the head of the grassroots campaign for Beiteinu, based out of Jerusalem. Now, I wanted to ask you, now you've been working with the Anglos and trying to get them to make a difference in this campaign, in this election. So let me ask you, to what extent has the American or Anglo vote influenced these elections, or have they at all?
So, as many viewers will not be surprised to hear, the Anglo community in Israel is more integrated perhaps than other communities that you might think of, certainly perhaps compared to maybe the Ethiopian vote or the Russian vote. And I think that's, we should be congratulated on that, and it's something that we've done phenomenally well over the years, and the role we've played in Israeli politics. I think in this election we've seen a very strong impact from the Anglo community. Certainly in some of the other parties we've seen a very strong impact, but within the Likud and within Beiteinu, the Anglo community has continued to speak out. We've had candidates, we've had advisors, we've had debates, the Jerusalem post-Iran debates across the country, and we turned out in force and we voted well. And I think actually we've probably made a difference in the mandates, and I think hopefully with the results as they come in, Likud Beiteinu have definitely benefited from some of those.
Are we going to see an Anglo, a real live Anglo in the Knesset as a member of Knesset anytime?
Well, it looks like maybe perhaps, but not with Likud. I think certainly for the next election this is something we should be continuing to focus on. We've done so well, and we have so many people, yourself included, who have really made a massive impact in the party and the way the parties work and think and take into consideration the Jewish communities abroad, especially in Anglo-speaking communities. And you hear English all around the room tonight, and that's fantastic. But it looks like Dov Lippman will be in for Yesh Atid. It seems Jeremy Gimpel won't be in for Abaya Yehudi, and I think this is something next time. Let's get that Anglo on the list for Likud, for Beiteinu. Let's get it high up there. Let's get the voice even clearer heard. But we've done great, and it's it's the end of the campaign, and the final results will come in tomorrow morning. It's a positive note. How
do you feel about the? I'm sorry to interrupt. How do you feel about the let's say, the projected coalition? We're looking at the numbers here. Give me your sense of where we're headed in terms of where the Prime Minister is headed.
Well, I think it's where the President is headed, and I think that the President will choose. I don't think that there's a tremendous opportunity other than Netanyahu to continue as Prime Minister, and I think that's fantastic. And we have to watch that very carefully, and this is a lesson not to divide the right. But overall, perhaps it's not as many as we hoped for and expected, so we feel disappointed. But 31 is still the biggest party in the Knesset. It's still the biggest bloc, and we've done phenomenally well. Where it's going, your analysis is as good as mine. Yesh Atid certainly look up there. Bennett with Abaya Yehudi look up there. There's a possibility for others. What we haven't seen, and this is perhaps interesting and worth analysis because we're talking about the threshold and the importance of that, is we haven't seen many of the smaller parties creep through. We didn't see An Salem by the looks of things. Kadima have gone by the looks of things. Otzma seem to be the smallest in that block.
Yes,
I think two I saw on one.
I think Otzma Israel last I saw they didn't receive any.
And there you go. So the election smaller parties. The smaller parties.
Any chance we'll ever see Jason Perelman on a ticket anytime? The next election?
The next ticket that I'm hoping for is the one that says bed.
There you go.
After that, I'll worry about it.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll be having some more soon. Great to have you here, Jason.